Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Lena. Welcome back to another video. So today I want to show you all the books that I will be reading in August. It's kind of a mess because most of them I don't have physically, which is kind of weird for me because I usually just grab the things that are on my shelves and there's like some other ones. But I'll be just reading EPUBs and audiobooks this month, mostly. Let's just get started. So the first one. You see, I don't think both of these will happen, but the first one is Ravenor, the Omnibus. I really want to dive again into fucking Warhammer because I've missed it. And in this one, we're going to follow an Inquisitor, which is not my favorite thing because I definitely prefer the Chaos faction. We'll talk about this thing later on, but I definitely prefer the Chaos faction. So someone who is actually definitely hunting the Chaos thing, I'm into it. I've heard incredible things about it, and I'm using like a fucking image to try and follow some kind of order while reading this, but honestly, you don't have to. Just read the first trilogy first, like the Horus Heresy, and then you're good to go. Just read whatever the fuck you want. So I will be reading this one for sure. This next one I don't think will happen. This is the Ultramarines, another omnibus, meaning it has 3 novels in here. I cannot find a physical copy of it. Annoys me a lot. But still, this of course is following a group of Ultramarines, which are the most fierce and loyal subjects, well, fighters of the Emperor. And I don't know. I've heard great things about this, but the thing is, I don't really care about the Ultramarines. Again, I'm a Chaos faction girly. So, I don't know, but I've heard so many cool things about this trilogy that I want to give it a try. So I'll probably just read at least book 1 and then see how I feel about it. So I will also be continuing my reread of the Sun Eater series, Kingdoms of Death, which is one of my favorite of the series. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, I've been loving this series so much. This is following Adrian Marlowe, who is a novel in this universe. And the thing is, he blew up an entire solar system, and of course people are upset with him. So he's decided to tell his life story. I really liked it. I think Adrian is one of the people that has suffered the most out of literature by a mile. Like, poor dude. Poor fucking dude. So yeah, I'm really excited. I really want to read this one. I'll probably just start it before July ends, because I'm recording this July 27th, since I have 2 very busy weeks at work, so I'm recording everything right now. But yeah, I'm excited. So this is interesting because I've seen this cover around. This is 5 Broken Blades. I believe this is a Asian-inspired fantasy, and I really want to check it out. This is YA fantasy, which I'm cautious about it, but at the same time, everyone that I've heard talking about it has really liked it. So, seems good enough for me. But the thing that drew me to this was the fact that at the beginning of the summary, we have like the fact that these like 5 lords / liars have been summoned to kill the king. It sounds really cool, dude. It sounds really cool. I really want to figure what the hell is going on with this book. I think it's the first in a series. Yeah, The Broken Blades #1. So I'm very curious about it. I really want to check it out. I have the audiobook, so we'll see. If I like it enough, I will get a physical copy and then we'll read the sequel. So once again, Moonstorm. I'm having a debate with this because apparently it's YA sci-fi, and I do not like YA sci-fi. I can go through YA fantasy. I really like YA horror, but I fucking hate YA sci-fi. So I don't know what to do about this. I don't know at all. So I don't know. I want to read it because it's Yoon Ha-Lee, you know. So I still have my hopes up. But at the same time, I'm very scared about this one. I'm very, very scared. So we'll see. I don't even know what this one is about, because because I'm so nervous about it that I do not want to preconcept anything. So I'll go into it blind. And we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Then of course, this month, The Mercy of Gods is coming out, which is the new series by the authors of The Expanse. And you know I will be reading this. I'll fucking be reading this. Absolutely. Like, there's no way I'm not reading this month. I already have my audiobook pre-order, my copy pre-order, everything is set. The moment it comes out, I will be reading this. Like, I'm so excited. Because besides the Sunny series, I don't think that I have another like sci-fi series that I like as much as The Expanse. So I want something else to love. Because I feel like lately I've been finding more like fantasy favorites than sci-fi. So I really want this to be good. It has like alien civilization, trying to figure out what the hell is going on with them. I love this. I love this so much. I'll let you know. I hope it's a 5-star read. I hope so much. Then I don't have my copy here yet, but I want to read Monster, the manga. Because the thing is, I watched the anime so long ago and it was one of my favorites. I have not rewatched it since then, but I decided that instead of rewatching it, I will be reading this one. And here we follow a doctor who had like a malpractice and now he's being kind of blackmailed. And I love it so much. I remember the dynamic between the bad guy and the doctor being so fucking good. So I really want to read this one. I'm super excited because I think it got here, but I haven't picked up the package yet. I think it's that. I hope so. So I'm going to also try and read The Darkness That Comes Before Them because the sequel has already come out and I'm curious enough about this first one to actually try it. And I love the fact that in here we have like an immortal king and the noble houses are taking so much power and pushing the little people, you know? And I just really want something good. Like, I want to be immersed in fantasy. I went through a horror phase and I feel like that it's over. I want like a good deep fantasy book or sci-fi, but we're going to keep with it. We're going to be stuck with fantasy for a while up here. And I really want to try this one because I've heard great things about it. Not that many people have read it, but the ones that have said great things. So let's try this one this month. So this is weird, but I have this, The Queen of Blood, which I've had since I think 5 or 6 years at least. At least. It's a tiny paperback, which I never buy. But this series was in this format for some reason when I bought it. And I don't know why, but I have a feeling that this is going to be similar in a way to Three Dark Crowns. This comparison might be just in my head, to be honest. But for some reason, it reminds me of that. So I want to read it. It's kind of like, it's like nature versus humans, like nature wanting to kill humans. I really want to check it out. I've heard not that many things about this series, but I recently saw a video where this series was mentioned and I was just like, wait, I have that. So I will be reading it this month. I will be listening to it as an audiobook instead of reading it because I just hate this fucking tiny paperback. So, well, it's a mass market paperback, not a paperback. So yeah, I will be reading it this month. I'm very curious. If you have read it, please just let me know. Because honestly, I've not seen that many people. I feel like 2 at most. Then, We Ride the Storm. I believe that I tried to read this once already. At least I put it on a TBR. Sorry if I'm glancing down all the time because I'm watching F1. So I'm just constantly looking down to the screen. I think I tried to read this once already. I don't think that I tried the actual book, but I think that I put it on a TBR. So we'll try it again. So what I'm reading, because I barely remember anything about it, other than it had a god king, that I remember. In here we're going to be set on a land torn by war, basically, between 2 neighboring kingdoms. And we're going to be follow a warrior, an assassin, and a princess. No thieves here, which is fantastic. So yeah, I'm quite excited. I've heard great things about Devin Madsen. I think she has a new series now, but I want to try this one first since I already have it. And the last 2, one is a new release, which is The Mistress of Lies. This is coming out later in the month, and hear me out. Apparently, this is a romance fantasy. Apparently. But it also has some quite interesting points in its favor. Mostly being that apparently it's a vampire book. That fucking is it. So I just want to read it. And I don't know, I cannot help it. I just really fucking like vampires in general. I think it's one of the best monsters in literature. And I just love that we are having a comeback. I just love it so much. It's also adult, by the way. It's adult fantasy with vampires, which is kind of refreshing, to be honest. But yeah, I'm very excited about this one. And the last one, hear me out. The Children of Gods and Fighting Men. I was not going to read this because it's historical fiction, but I feel like the author has been doing such a good job marketing it that I constantly see her on Twitter talking about this in the third book that came out very recently. So now I want to read it. It follows two queens, or at least two women, and their different like fights. I don't know. I just want to check it out. She convinced me by just showing the book around. I'm very easy to please. What can I say? But yeah, I'm willing to give this one a try. So yeah, those are all the books that I will try and read this month. Probably will not happen because now I have 2 jobs. Because I wasn't like happy with one. And now I have 2. So I don't think I will have that much time to read, honestly. But at the same time, I think that I will be so overwhelmed that I will just read and do anything else. So who knows? Who knows? But have you read any of these? What books are you reading this month? What is your TBR? Just let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.